All right, in this drill we're going to be combining just a little bit of shadow boxing in with some shots on some takedowns from here, some double and single leg setups. And again, the importance on these kinds of drills when we do them is on having good visualization, right? So I'm trying to make sure my visualization skills as I'm going through it are top notch, so I can actually play it through in my head, imagine that scenario, imagine exactly what I'm going after, rather than just jumping in and it being kind of all over the place. Getting guides on the floor can really help. In this case, I've got two markers down on the floor. Could be anything, could be a bit of tape. You could throw a couple of pads down on the floor, or you could throw your socks down on the floor, or anything, right? What I'm trying to represent here is, for now, someone on the same stance as us. So if I'm playing orthodox position from this side, I'm going to get the other person into a left leg lead as well. So that would be their lead leg from there. That would be their rear foot from there. So it gives me an opportunity to understand where my distance is and where my setups are from here. So what I'm going to do is just some nice smooth shadow boxing from here. And on the first round, I'm going to shoot in on a double leg. Again, I'm not really going to talk technique on this one. I'm just going to say, get that lead leg doing some decent penetration. Right, so on this one, as we're shooting in on the lead leg, as we're shooting in on the double leg, my lead leg has to try and get into that stance as much as possible. Remember, this person's likely to be shifting and sprawling and pushing their hips back, so I want some contingency in this. I want to shoot nice and deep on the takedown. So stay out of range to begin with. Don't be standing right on top of the person. Out of range, or out of range where you can strike from here, and then start building some level changes in. So strike in, getting some shadow boxing going. You can add some kicks in as well if you want a level change. And then on one of the level changes, shooting in like you're hitting a double leg from there. Now, a bunch of ways that we can visualize this from this position. On this first instance, we're just going to imagine a nice high knee pick. So a nice high knee pick and a bit of push with the head, bit of a corner turn as we go through. So just shaping up, nice and smooth, get level change in, shaping up from here, get some striking going, level change. Every so often shoot, nice knee pick, nice turn of the corner as you go through, running through this way effectively towards the back leg. From there, strike in, strike in from here, and then level change. Shorten the stance just a little bit. As you level change, you've got room to explode in. Shorten the stance, explode that lead leg, capturing, knee pick, and driving across the person from there. Then we're going to try it with a single leg. So again, if we imagine this is their lead foot, so they're shaped up this way around in their stance, and they've got left leg lead. What I'm going to try and do is use my rear hand to disguise my interest. I'm going to throw that rear hand, and then just nice and simple, route one, straight in on that single leg from there as I'm coming through. So I'm shadow boxing, and from here I'm purposely going to throw the rear hand on my final shape, and then let the rear foot slide so it comes outside of that lead leg, and pick up to your chest, nice and tight, good posture as you're through and into it. From here, imagining like you're capturing on that lead knee from there. As you're coming up and into it, pinch your knees up together, imagine you're starting to get that single leg shape going on. So strike in, any strikes you like, and then occasionally throw the rear hand, bang, slide, capture, and as you come up, just a little pinch of those knees together, imagining like you're capturing up around the person's leg from there. Once you've done a few of those, then again, a bunch of different ways that we could visualize going on the takedown. For now, we're going to do a little drag actions like we're running the pipe. From there, we're going backwards. So strike in, and then we're going to run that back leg off of the punch catcher. And then from here, the leg that's forward, we're going to run it back from there and imagine taking the person down. Shadow box, and then occasionally throw the rear hand, slide in, capture, pick it up, knees together, and then run that lead leg back again for the takedown from there. Nice big step back, bit of a drop over. You can purposely push your head and your chest down in that position. Now we can combine those things together, so we can imagine going from the single to the double, or double to single. So again, shadow box, let's go double to single here. So coming through, level changes. On one of the level changes, we shoot in, hit that double leg, switch to a single leg, pinch the legs together, and again, if you like, you can run it back to finish. Imagine in this instance that where your head is, where your head's placed, imagine the head being tight on the person, so strike in, level change, strike in, bang, bang, level change, strike in, level change, shoot in, double leg, imagine switching to single leg, and again running it back if you like from there. Strike in, you imagine going through those things, kicked his poor foot out from there. Then we're going to imagine going the other way around. So this time we're shooting in on the single leg, same deal, we're going to throw the rear hand, slide it over, pick on that single leg, and this time we're going to go back to the double leg. So from here, you imagine that as we're coming through, we're just going to have to switch onto both legs. So right now I'm slightly to the side on one leg, picking it up towards my chest. Imagine I'm going to run that head underneath the armpit and back round onto both legs from here. Again, a bunch of different ways that we might go depending on how this person moves. But for now, just imagine getting from the single to the double. So strike in, and then occasionally throw the rear hand, back and let it slide through, pick on the single leg, and then imagine gap underneath the armpit, back to the double leg from there. Strike in, throw the rear hand, single leg before we get fully into it, head under, back to the double leg. You can leave it and run it back this way again if you like. So a bunch of different shapes that you might hit on the takedown, but nice to be able to imagine or be able to visualise going from one side to the other, or one from a double to a single, or a single to a double. We can also practice nice little penetration step with the knee from here. What I recommend is you do this, shoot it in, imagine like your double leg's gone a bit wrong. Get a bit strung out from here. Person starting to sprawl and defend, going to run that front knee down to the mat, step through, and then coming back up from there to recover. You can come back up into a single leg or a double. So strike in, level change, strike in, level change, strike, level change, and then on one of them, you're going to shoot in, imagine it goes a bit wrong, run that knee, posture up, use it to recover. You can finish single leg and run it back, or you could stay on the double leg and run it through. So one more time with the recovery with the knee penetration, strike, then from here, don't forget the little level changes before you go. One of them, shoot in, gets a bit strung out, so lean yourself over, front knee down to recover, neck and head straightens up as you recover, bring it up to whatever technique you want and imagine running it through. So this is a great way when you've got no partner around to keep your wrestling setups and your striking going together. Two items down on the floor, visualise where that lead leg is, imagine going after it for singles or doubles, practice switching into different finishes as well.